Hey everyone, hope you're doing great. I just want to take a couple of minutes to show you a really cool LinkedIn hack and show you how digital marketing probably applies to you no matter what industry you're in. Specifically, so if we look at our LinkedIn profile, here's mine. Um, and I go over this more button. So all I'm doing here is just going under the me, view profile, and there's this little more button that appears. And when I click on this more button, it says, hey, do you want to build a resume? And I'm like, sure, I'd love to build a resume. Thank you very much. And so when I click on here, I go, hey, I'd like to build a new resume. And so then depending upon what kind of job you're interested in, so if I'm in accounting, let's say, I want to be uh, accounting manager, accounting assistant. So part of your goal is to figure out what are the key words, the key jobs that you're interested in. And this is where digital marketing starts to come into play already. Is we have to start to look at those job ads to see what are some of the main jobs that you want to be applying for. So in this case, maybe I want to go to become an accounting manager. So I click on accounting manager and I go apply. So here, what LinkedIn is doing is it's quickly scraping my background for information in my resume, and then it's suggesting additional keywords that I should be considering to put in my resume in order to make myself a stronger candidate for those jobs. I think that's really cool, and it's something no matter what job field you're applying for, it's something you can definitely it could definitely benefit you when you think about keywords. Now, we can even think about that in terms of like a buyer's journey. And we can think about, okay, well, what are people searching for before they're even aware of you? And so this is where those keywords come into play. Those keywords around what a financial statements, analytic skills, financial analysis. So if somebody's searching for those skills in here, they can very easily find you as a result of that search. And we do this in digital marketing all the time. We're thinking about in the awareness stage, what are people searching for? When they're in the consideration stage, what are they searching for? And this is where we're kind of looking at, okay, um, so maybe we've gone past awareness through the information stage and we're considering our alternatives. And this is where we're kind of looking at the strength of our candidates or the strength of your products. And then we make our purchase decision based upon what came out of our consideration stage. And again, so this applies to both you as a job seeker, but also it applies to your background and your industry. And I give you an example of that real quick. This is from the We Forums Job of Tomorrow 2020. You can Google this and find it real quick. But they're talking about some of the growth areas for the jobs of tomorrow. And in this marketing category, note the categories are pretty narrow, right? So they're talking about care professionals going to be growth, data and AI, growth area, engineering, cloud computing, green professions will be a growth area, marketing, sales, and content, people and culture, and then product development. And in what we see in terms of marketing and product development is kind of these focus on keywords. We're focusing on product development, personas here, and personas just who our target market is. So whether we are looking at, again, us as an individual trying to market ourselves, trying to create some awareness of us and what people are searching along that buyer's journey as they're looking for a strong candidate, or we're offering a good or a service, we're both going through the same process, this kind of digital marketing process. And I think that's what, when we look at even papers from Deloitte, and when they talk about why digital is the way to win Canada, when we read these papers, we see more and more it's around these digital insights, which are totally the key to winning the jobs of tomorrow. And not only the jobs of tomorrow, but to winning the clients of tomorrow. And so, quick summary here. If we wanted to look for a job, we look for the keywords in some of the job ads. LinkedIn's already demonstrating that it's going to help us out there with those keywords. We will then, in our profiles, make our profiles more keyword rich. Now, we do this in digital marketing all the time. We create digital rich content based upon people's search queries. And that's exactly what we're doing here as well. If we notice there's some gaps of what the keywords, what they're looking for in the job ads, as we did when I did my search, we can absolutely fill in those gaps either by reflecting upon what part of our experience is aligned with those key skills that the market is looking for. Or if not, maybe this is a good opportunity to use a tool like LinkedIn Learning, or which used to be called lynda.com, to brush up on those skill sets. And while you're doing that, you might consider even creating a free blog about that. Because if you're blogging about that keyword in A, and you're blogging about that keyword in B, and you're blogging about that keyword in C, and you're demonstrating maybe in your conclusion, after you've written a nice strong summary about what that means, in your conclusion you demonstrate how you've done those things. Once again, I feel that would make you a really strong candidate. And once again, we see an alignment towards digital marketing as being a fundamental skill that we all need, because as we're looking at our goods and services here, we have to think about at what our buyers are going through that buyer's journey. What are some of the keywords they're searching for before they even know about us, about our brand, about our solution? They're oftentimes, he suggests, how do I fix this? What do I do if kind of things? How-to videos. And that's that awareness stage. If we create really great content around that awareness stage, then we become thought leaders in that area. And so we're more likely to have those folks who perceive us as being thought leaders, perceive us as being the best in the industry, come to us when they're ready to make a purchase decision around that. So if I'm trying to get the stains out of my carpets and I'm creating a bunch of stains, how to get the stains out of your carpets for the awareness stage, if I can't get the stain out and I'm looking to make a purchase, so I'm moving down from the awareness stage into the information stage to the consideration phase, and I'm starting to think about, okay, well, all right, I can't get that carpet stain out. Looks like I'm going to have to replace my carpets. How am I going to do that? Well, now I'm very likely going to go back to you and I'm going to ask to buy your recommended carpet because you were the thought leader in that area. And that's when we think about this buyer's journey. That's exactly how this buyer's journey works. So we want to be consistently creating content all the way along the buyer's journey and to drive our customers, our target market, towards making that purchase decision. But it's the exact same principle when we're thinking about creating our own profiles, making it very keyword rich, if you will. Oh, I hope that helps. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you're more interested in learning more about the buyer's journey, I have another video on the buyer's journey specifically if you want to have a look at that. Thanks.